Let's be having you therapy, You are T. Who are we? You are T. Who are we? Let's be having you are T. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video. Early birders are about. Best thing about last night that United didn't take their foot off the pedal when winning a long time since the ruthless streak maybe our Ruth Van Nistelrooy influence. Yeah, you could say that. But like I said, I went to the stadium and I left it there. Big up, people. Please smash a like on the video as soon as you come in. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Big up Elite Baller. Appreciate you always. Big up Peter. Yeah, big up people. I'll just say quickly about last night. I enjoyed it. It's League One. And that's how I leave it. It's League One. It's League One. And we've got bigger tests ahead. So if Manchester United banging goals, more than 2 goals against Spurs, if they bang in against Crystal Palace on Saturday, if they do it against Aston Villa, I'll be coming on here going, yo, we're onto something. We're onto something. I'll be getting giddy here. Not getting giddy. I'll be getting giddy. I will be getting giddy. If Manchester United score more than 2 goals in those 3 games, I'll be on here saying, yo, there's changes happening. There's big changes happening. And the thing about the beauty about football, that's if we're alive, if all of us, because, tomorrow's not guaranteed, people. So if we're all alive, the beauty about to football, all will be revealed. All will be revealed in the next 2 weeks, starting with Saturday. So big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, it's just me tonight on the show, people. Just me tonight. But big up to all of you. We'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a preview, hopefully with Saeed, of Crystal Palace preview tomorrow night. Big up to everybody. Love and like. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. It's still shadow banned because we shout for the Palestinians. I don't know where I've put my kofia. It's the first time I'll go and get it in a minute. But big up to everybody. The only Spurs player I consider taking is Udogie. Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. He's a very good player. The left back, really good. Nuruddin, City are boring to watch. Okay, I don't even know what the score is. What's the score tonight? Let me have a look at the scores, people. I know that Champions League show. Have you seen the Champions League highlights? Those of you in the UK, it's on BBC tonight, innit? Hey, it's on the BBC tonight. Champions League. First time I'm going to see Champions League. So Bologna, Man City, I can't even see. So Inter Milan, full time 0-0. Oh, was it 0-0? Okay. Did they just defend? Did Inter Milan just defend? We got the scores here, Champions League scores. Bologna 0-0, Shakhtar Donetsk. Sparta Prague 3, Red Bull Salzburg 0, Celtic 5-1. Slavan Bratislava. Wow, that's unbelievable. Club Bruges 0, Borussia Dortmund 3, Inter Milan, Man City 0-0 draw. Paris Saint-Germain 1-0 against Girona. Wow, that is mad. And obviously the League Cup as well. Brighton beat Wolves 3-2. And then Coventry, City and Spurs. Spurs beat them 2-1. Okay, fair play. Fair play, my friends. Fair play. And let me see, is there going to be more Champions League games tomorrow? Yeah. Wow, my God. Thursday nights, mate. Thursday nights. Champions League nights. Thursday nights. This new format is mad. This new format is absolutely mad. But big up Adewale, big up King. I appreciate it for the super chat. So the fans always get excited. Then when we lose, there's a huge meltdown. That's why I don't do it, bro. That's why, Adewale, I'm always on giddy watch. I'm there to control the temperament. You know what I mean? The temperament to say, calm down, guys. Calm down. It was League One, bro. I swear to you. League One Barnsley. Let's not get overexcited about that. We went to the stadium, cheer the goals. You watched it, you cheer the goals. That's it. Game's forgotten about. Because we got bigger fish to fry. Bigger test ahead. Bigger test ahead. And that's what people have to consider. That's what people have to believe. But yeah, who would have believed it, eh? Champions League on Thursday night. What do you guys think about having the Champions League on Thursday nights? And some Europa League games, actually, on Wednesday nights. It's great. Actually, it would help if United had more games on the Wednesday than on a Sunday. Sorry, on the Thursday. They have to play on a Sunday, yeah. Big up, man. Big up Hassan Hope TV, big up. Make sure you check him out. Anyway, live from Uganda. Big up all my people from Uganda, from all over the world, man. Big up to all of you. Love and like. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, like we said. All the big channels are giddy, but because that's what they do in it. You see, the big channels have an agenda to keep the positive. They're like the football club. To me, the big channels, I'm not going to lie to you, they're like the football club. There is, to me, the big channels on YouTube and the football club, they get giddy about it because they always have to provide positive news. Listen, they're just positive sexuals. They don't put things in the context. If Manchester United smashed Liverpool 7-0, I'll be on here, I'll be jumping, screaming. But it wasn't. It was a League One Barnsley. That's all it was. That's all it was. Yes, we enjoy the goals. Those of you who watched it last night, yes, enjoy the goals to go. Yes, man, oh, Rashford scored. Oh, Garnacho scored. Ericsson scored. Yeah, enjoy the goals. That's what football fans do. But after the game's over, put it in the context. Manchester United didn't get 3 points. We're through to the next round of the cup. We're through to the next round of the cup. That's what we're through. We're through to the next round of the cup. And that's all we are. We're just through. It was Barnsley, League One, fodder. Fodder. They're in League One for a reason. So you got the Premier League Championship, League One. So they're in that. So that's what it is. You have to just leave it at that. Like I said on Saturday, this is the biggest thing about it. We'll see on Saturday. Big up Adewale. Adewale says, out on the Twattons beat them. Let that sink in. Exactly. That just tells you. That tells you. Big up Adewale. Appreciate the super chat, bro. But yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight. We've got a bit to, because you know what? I've been hearing a little bit murmurs, people having digs at Zirkzee, saying, Zirkzee, we need an out-and-out striker. We should have signed Tony. Listen, the club, that's the club decision. That's the club decision. If you wanted an out-and-out striker, that's the club decision. But we're going to break down what Zirkzee is, because I feel like some of you, not all of you, I know some of you know what Zirkzee is as a player. And some of you have not. Yeah, that's it. If the players take a bit of confidence from it, to me, even when I play genuinely, I won't take a massive confidence beating a really poor side. To me, this is what I'm thinking. I would take a massive confidence from beating a top team, right? Big team in the Premier League, like the top 6. If Manchester United were to win 4-0 against Villa, or 4-0 or against Newcastle, or, you know, like Liverpool, or any of those teams, or Arsenal, then I'll be like, yo, that is a massive thing. When I played Saturday, Sunday League back in the day, right? No word of a lie, right? If we beat one of the bottom halves of the team, if we smashed them, like, we didn't get it. But if we beat the people that we were competing in the league for, yeah, of course. So that's what, to me, the confidence is about. That's what the big confidence is about. So let's not get too overexcited, people. I just don't want to get too excited. Saturday will reveal. Saturday would reveal where we are. The Villa game would reveal where we are. Spurs game will reveal where we are. Those games will tell you where we are. It's not because we're going to know anything about the team when it's Barnsley, who, like he said, Adewale said, our under 21 team beat them. Our under 21 team beat them. You know, the likes of Harry Amos and, you know, Fletcher, those guys beat them. Jack Fletcher, they beating them. So yeah, beating Barnsley should be the bare minimum. Yeah, 100%. Big up to him, Ale. Listen, so nearly 150 of you there. Please, how many likes we got on the video? Have we got 100 likes yet? Please, let's go. People in the comments, let us know, please. ITN, let me know how many likes we got. Big up Adewale for the super chat. If Højlund and Nacho come back, into the starting lineup, for Zirkzee and Ahmad will regress. People need to understand you need players on the pitch that would keep the ball and are technically sound. It's not always about the goals. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%, bro. 100%. 100%. Who do you call Nacho? Are you talking about Mount? Is that who you call Nacho? Oh, Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho. Yeah. No, we've already said that. Garnacho needs to go back being an impact player. There's some games he could start, like in the League Cup, like last night. But the Premier League games, he has to come on because he actually is more effective coming on when the defenders are tired. in the last 25 minutes, last half an hour for him to come on. That's decided already. Big up Sutrus, big up Nurudin. Hit the like, subscribe, people. Yeah, man. Let them know, bro. Chelsea's pitch United, yeah, no facts. That's true. That as long as Mason Mount is there, we will always be Chelsea's bitch. And as long as Jadon Sancho is doing what he's doing at Chelsea, that is certified. Manchester United would have to get rid of Mount to go, we're not Chelsea's bitch anymore. We're not Chelsea's bitch anymore. They'll have to. Because for me, I still don't know why Manchester United signed him. I promise you. The guy that he's supposed to replace was Bruno. But he's never going to get in because Bruno's always going to play. Palace will destroy United easy. Okay, no problem. That's an opinion for you to have. Absolute facts. We need a player that technically sound that can keep the... Listen, we're going to come into that. We're going to come into that in a minute. We're going to come into that. Big up to everybody. We're going to come into that, right? Don't jump the gun yet, people. Do not jump the gun yet. But yeah, tell me about the City game. Some of you watch the City game. I'm like, I ain't watching that, man. This is the early rounds. I went to visit my neighbour who's in hospital. She's a big Evertonian, so I went there to wind her up about Sean Dyche. I actually don't think Everton should sack Sean Dyche. I think he'll turn it around. I don't think they should panic. I genuinely think they should panic. So yeah, so yeah, I didn't watch the game. I've just come back from hospital. Hospital is mad, you know. Like when you visit hospital, man, my heart breaks for everybody that's in hospital. Honestly, my heart breaks. My body just feels weird. Do any of you here like get that when you visit people in hospital? Like it's just heartbreaking to see so many people who are not well, who are not doing great. You know what I mean? It's just heartbreaking, man. And then we take our health for granted. You know what I mean? We take health. Health is wealth for me. You know what I mean? Don't give me no money, just give me health. When you give me health, I think we'd be able to do anything that you want as a human being. Like I was chatting to her about how lovely the past since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Manchester's been blazing sunshine. I don't know those of you who are in the country, in the UK, but in Manchester, it's been blazing sunshine. And at night time, it's been clear sky and full moon, right? That's what we've been having in Manchester, right? And obviously, she's been in hospital for a while, and she can't see it. So she loves the moon. She loves looking at the full moon and stuff like that. She's very much into nature. And she was like, oh, I've got a window. And my heart just breaks. She's like, oh, I can see from the window across there that it's a bit sunny outside. We take, honestly, people, you take the health for granted, man, honestly. Only when I'm in hospital, I remember that. The things that we take for granted. Yeah, man, 100%. Everett should bring back the Moise. Yeah, hey, Moise is about. I bet you the December Evertonians like, bring me back Moise. Yeah, Zirkzee, a good player, though. Not sure that he's in and out. He's not that's what I'm saying to you, Money Penny. He's not an out-and-out striker. He's not. He's never been an out-and-out striker. That's what we're going to break down tonight. We're going to break down tonight what type of a player he is, Zirkzee is, what kind of a player he was in a system for Bologna. We're going to break it down. But big up to everybody. Please let me know how many likes we're on. How many likes we're on, people? How many likes? I'm gonna run a poll in a minute, but let me know how many likes we're on. Big up to you, but big up to everybody. Let me just get to this poll. Big up people for the super chats. Appreciate you all, people. Appreciate you all. Big up. Have we liked the video? Have you, meaning you, like the video? Have you done it, people? Give me a yes or give me a no. Be honest. Honesty is the best policy. You're not going to like the video, just say no. You know what I mean? Let me know. But have you liked the video? Let's see what percentage we get. But big up to everybody. I'm just going to tweet the show out. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about the bigger test being ahead. Tell me, do you think we'll beat Palace? Do you think we're going to beat Palace, people? Do you think we're going to beat Spurs? Spurs have not had a good start. I think they've played decently well in the games, but they've not. For me, they have not. What they've not done is they've not, in terms of like, put their chances away. They've not put their chances away. They've not been. There's only 57 of you like. There's not even 100 likes yet, people. Need to get the 100 likes. SAP, let's do it, people. Let's get to 100 likes. Quicker we do it, the better it is. But yeah, it's, for me, that's where the test are. Manchester United should never be testing themselves and getting excited about beating a team that's 2 divisions down, man. You know what I mean? Should never be getting giddy about it. But I'm hearing the moans as well about you are Tiami. I'm hearing the moans about Zirkzee. We are live right now. I'm just putting this tweet out, so just bear with me. We are live right now. Right now, for a Man UFC discussion. Man UFC discussion. Come and join us. Come and join us, mate. Join us, people. Join us. Join us. There you go. And I just say my usual glazers out. Glazers out. Glazers out. Let me just get to this. There you go. Glazers. Blood Murder She-Wrote out, mate. Glazers. Full sale only. That's why every video on that, I keep the message the same, me. Always. I never put it out there. We are live. Sorry, let me just say we are live right now for Man UFC discussion. Come and join us, yeah. For a Man UFC discussion. Come and join us. Yeah. Big up. So big up, people. Big up the massive. Hey, big up. Big up, man. Big up Stephen Kramer, man. One of the best people in the community. One of the best people in the community, man. Love to him. He just sent me this. This was big up to Celtic, by the way. Congratulations to Celtic on the big win tonight, by the way. That must be one of their biggest wins. By the way, people, those of you who don't know, Celtic were the first British club to win the European Cup, West Champions League now, in 1966. Can you believe that? Celtic were the first football team from Britain, from the UK, to win. It wasn't an English team. It was a Scottish team, and it was Celtic. And tonight, Celtic battered Slava Pastada. I can't even say their name properly. Let me see. Oh, God. Let me see who they battered. Who did you batter, Celtic? Celtic, they've battered. Celtic, Slavan Baraslava. That's it, Baraslava. Slavan Baraslava. They battered them 5-1. Stephen Kramer, who's a valid member of the community, have just sent me this. Let me just show you this, people. Let me just show you. Big up Stephen Kramer. Obviously, we don't see him as much as we see him these days, but big up to him. Let me just see what he sent me. Let me just go to it. He just sent me this. Let me just go to it. Yeah, he just sent me this. So let me just go to it. 1 second. Bear with me in a minute, people. Bear with, people. I'm just trying to share what he has shared with me. There we go. Check that out. Palestinian flags there. Can you see the Palestinian flags? And there's something message that they can oppress you, but they'll never take your freedom away, or something about and you'll never walk alone. That's it. So message. And also they sing that song about you'll never walk alone. I can't really make out what he's saying. They can oppress you. They can never take your freedom, I think it will say. And then it says, they will never break your spirit. That's it. They can oppress you. They can never take your spirit. Yeah, they can never break your spirit. And then it says you never walk alone. And Celtic used to sing that song. So people don't know about that song that Liverpool fans sing. Manchester United sang it after Munich, by the way, right? Celtic fans used to sing it. And then all of a sudden it's become a Liverpool anthem. Like, come on now. Like, no, look at the history. Yeah, on this channel, you get educated. No other channel tells you these bits, people. Here, you get educated on these things. I had to go and do research and find out that Manchester United used to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." It's the cat in. Let me just check, people. Just one second. Bear with me, people. Zirkzee? Zirkzee? Yo, I can hear some mad noise. I can hear some mad noise in my kitchen, you know, and I'm like, what's going on here? Big up to everybody, though. Serious question. Zirkzee's a type of, sorry, he's an all-round player. Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into Zirkzee, yeah. What kind of a player Zirkzee like? Let's have a look at it. Yeah. Zirkzee, he says he's 9.5. So Zirkzee was an actual talent. He was at Bayern Munich. Most of you don't know. He was at Bayern Munich, and he was quite talented at early age. Yeah, he didn't work out fully, right? He then left Bayern Munich because he was sat on their bench to go and play first team football. He went to Italy, right? So at the end of the day, let's have a look at him. So let's have a look at Joshua Zirkzee. Let's have a look. Yeah. So let's break it down even from everything. So Joshua Zirkzee, born 2001, Dutch footballer who plays forward for Premier League club Manchester United and a Netherlands national team. So he's a forward. He's a forward. Born in Shailen to a Nigerian mother and a Dutch father, Zirkzee began his footballing career 5 years old with VV Heineken. After family moved from these Dutch cities are crazy. It's Spenkensie. After impressing early on, he moved a youth department of Spratan in 2010, where he played alongside his cousin Nansel Amidan. He then left, and then 2013 he ended up in Feyenoord Youth Academy. 2010. One year later, he left Feyenoord Academy and to join Bayern Munich. So he went to Bayern Munich at an early age. So on March the 1st, 2019, Zirkzee scored a hat-trick in his debut from Bayern Munich. Just a day later, he scored the winning goal for under 19s as they defeated FC Nuremberg 2-1. Zirkzee made his professional debut Liga Bayern Munich on the 20th of July 2019, coming as a substitute 74th minute. Oliver Bestemir in a away match against Werder Kickers. That's what they're called, right? So Zirkzee, that's who he was, right? Zirkzee made his debut senior team against Tottenham Hotspur in the final group stage in the Champions League. He then subsequently made a Bundesliga debut on the 18th September, coming on as a substitute on the 19th. So he played for the under 19s, right? He played for the under 19th, but he made his debut against Spurs, and then that's the Champions League in the last group stage, and then something made his Bundesliga debut on the 18th September, coming as a substitute on the 90th minute in match against Freiburg, right? Then he left there, right? He left there to go. He left Bayern Munich on loan to Parma on 2021. Zirkzee moved to Italian club Parma on loan, and the deal included an option to buy. On April 2021, he suffered an injury, an LCL. That's quite bad, actually. And then he went on loan to Eintracht Frankfurt, right? In 2021, and then from Bayern Munich, he finished 2021-22 as top scorer, 16 goals, providing 9 assists in 34 league starts. So that's Belgium, Anderlecht in Belgium. On 2022, Zirkzee transferred to Serie A to Bologna on a permanent deal later that year. On 16 October, he scored his first goal for the club by netting the opener in a 3-2 defeat against Napoli. In the second season under coach Thiago Motta, that's really important. Under Thiago Motta, he managed to score 8 goals in 16 games in the first half of the 2023-24 campaign. attracting a transfer interest from top European clubs, with his former club Bayern Munich still having 40% cut on any possible transfer fee. He ultimately finished the season at Bologna as top scorer, netting 11 goals and providing 5 assists, helping his club to secure the berth of the Champions League group stage. Right? So that's the history of him. Right? Style of play. Zirkzee is a versatile player. His height, strength enable him to be dominant in the air as well as at the back with his back to goal. His hold-up ball, that's one of his best attributes. Despite his frame, his excellent technique and dribbling abilities also allow him to drop deeper into more traditional playmaker positions. And that is where we have to go, people. That is where we have to go. He is back to goal in terms of who he is, right? His style of play is, Zirkzee is a versatile player, right? He's strength and height and dominant, but for a big man, he's good with his feet. For a big man, he's good with his feet. And he drops into deeper, more traditional playmaker positions, right? I'm not comparing him, right? Think about Bobby Firmino for Liverpool. Think about Bobby Firmino for Liverpool, right? Hold that thought. I'm just going to get my water. There we go. We're back with a bang, people. We're back with a bang, right? I'm going to get my water. Just take some. Big up people. So, Zirkzee is closest player that we've seen in the Premier League. He is 2. It is Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino was a forward. He could play across the, left, right, whatever, right? Bobby Firmino was incredible what he did. He was so unique. His first touch, his skills. Obviously, what Bobby Firmino became, he didn't play that football when he was in. He had the touches, but with the way that Jurgen Klopp and what Jurgen Klopp got out of him, he came to Liverpool here. Jurgen Klopp coaching and the way the system of Liverpool took Bobby Firmino to here, to new heights, right? Zirkzee is similar. You're not judging Zirkzee on goals. He's not a player to be judged on goals. Like, he was a top scorer at Bologna, and what did he score? Top scorer at Bologna, right? But what did he score? What did he score at Bologna? At Bologna, he was a top scorer and he scored 11 goals, right? Top scorer netting 11 goals and providing 5 assists. So altogether, he's had 17 goal contributions, right? That's what he did. That is what he did. So the thing to understand about Zirkzee is that he's not a prolific goal scorer. And what we have to understand is that our fan base think we've signed a striker. Now, he might become a prolific player. He's 23 years old. He's 23 years old, right? So he's still young. But all of the different things is that he's technically sound on the ball. We saw it against how he was against Southampton. We saw it in the first game where he scored the winner against Fulham. He dropped into a position, right? Very intelligent, understands the positions to hold up, gets the ball, plays it out wide, runs into the box, and then scores that goal. That with a deft touch, right? So we saw it from game 1, what kind of a player he is. Now, for people to think that, first of all, he got called up, right? Towards the end of the season at Bologna, he had an injury, right? The Netherlands did not call him up for the Euros in the summer. What happened then is that a player that the Netherlands called up for got injured. And then they got in touch back with him and they said, how are you doing in terms of your fitness? And he said, oh, you know what? I'm okay. Because he wanted to go to the Euros. He's a young player. So he was still, as he was coming back from the injury that he had towards the end of the season at Bologna, they didn't select him the first time, Netherlands. Another due to an injury, then he got the call. And of course he wants to go to the Euros. But he wasn't used because he wasn't fully fit. He wasn't fully fit. Right? So at the end of the day, he's not a Rasmus Højlund. He's not a Tony. He's not, some of the strikers that we got, he's not a Ollie Watkins. He's nothing like those strikers. And it's really important to have an idea, the profile and the attributes of the player before you start going crazy about, oh, why is he not scoring? Why is he not doing this? So just to go along with that before I lose my train of thought, he came into the season because he was sat on the bench. I think he came on against England for 2 minutes or something like that. 2 minutes. I think in all of the competition, he had 2 minutes in the Euros. So he wasn't fit. He was coming back from injury, fully fit, and then he was with the Netherlands. And then he came. Obviously, he didn't go to the top. He took holiday, of course, the break, like everybody else, like Kobe and all that did. Then, other than meeting up with Manchester United, joining the Manchester United team in the US, he came back to get his fitness levels going, and he didn't have a pre-season. So he had a at Old Trafford where he was trying to get fit and try to settle into the football club, right? That's where he's at. So he's way behind because he was injured. At the end of last season, he went to the Netherlands, right? So his sharpness still, because he didn't have a pre-season, and he sat on the bench for Netherlands, and he came on one game, I think, 1 or 2 games, or the last game in the semi-final he came on, right? That's what happened. So he's not sharp. He's not sharp, but from what we can see already, he's quite tidy with his feet. He's dropping into those pockets of the hole, right? And picking up the ball and then connector. He's a connector. He is somebody who connects. But the biggest thing, what we noticed so far as well, if it's small, it's only small dose. It's a small dose, people. Small, very small dose. That he's the kind of guy when he's fully fit, fully integrated into the league and the pace of the league and the timings of the league, you would expect him to hold the ball up better to bring players into Manchester United. So we can already see, people. We can already see and already tell. So the biggest thing about him, he displays good ball dominance, close ball control, fast footwork, being able to operate in tight spaces. Many times he helps to create shooting opportunities in the penalty box. That is what Zirkzee is. He has those attributes. That's who he is. That's who he is, people. Right? So we'll get into a bit more deeper into what he does. Right? We'll get into deeper what he does. Some people call it modern centre forward because he is a player who contributes, right, to the build and the progression of the team. Right? He's good at it, but his main thing that he's good at is build up, progression, and then in that he can't finish. He's a centre forward who can't finish, right? But the biggest thing about him is that he can receive and change direction, elude defenders, dribble opposition back lines. That's what he was doing in Italy. And Italy to me is crazy because in the Premier League, it's very difficult unless you've got incredible close control. In the Premier League, you get closed down. And I'll put money on it. If Ugarte plays on Saturday, Ugarte will find out. Ugarte will find out on Saturday. You don't get time in the Premier League. In Italy, I promise you, most of us can play. Well, I'm taking the piss, but I'm being hyperbole. But what I'm saying to you, the football is almost walking pace in Italy. Working pace. I'm telling you, Scott McTominay did the best thing he ever did. He went to a league where you don't get closed down to eat straight away. You've got loads of time on the ball, and football is played at almost walking pace, unless it's the 2 top teams clashing each other. That is what Italy is. Unless it's the end-to-end game, high-intensity game, if the 2 top teams are both attacking, then it becomes similar like to Premier League tempo, right? But on the whole, the Serie A tempo is nowhere near the Premier League. Nowhere. And anybody who tells you any different, then they're lying to you. They're lying to you. And all you have to do is take a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday night and watch a Serie A game. And then watch a Premier League game. I've done that with my cousin. My cousin was like, nah, you're lying. The games are not the Serie A. He's a massive fan of Serie A football. He's a massive AC Milan fan, right, my cousin? And he basically like, you're lying. You exaggerate. And I said, okay, he's got two screens, right? He's got two screens. And I said, let's put the two games on. Let's put the two games on side by side. Let's do it like that. And at the end, he was apologizing, people, because I showed him exactly what was going on. And he was like, you know what? Shit, you're right. I didn't even know it was that slow. And then I told him to put on a French game, right? We couldn't find the French game. So we went on YouTube, right? And found a French game. And I said, look at the tempo and how much the ball is going like that. And the tempo and the physicality of the French league. Now, in terms of the pace, in terms of the physicality, French football is the closest league to the Premier League. It's the closest league. It's the closest league. Right? The most transitional league in Europe is what? The German league. The German league is transitional. Everything's about the transitionals. Boom, attack. But it's not the most physical. It's not the most physical league. It's not the most physically demanding league. It's lots of transitional play, lots of counter pressing, loads of winning the ball back, lots of action, lots of goals, right? That's what that game is. In Spain, the game's more technical. The play, they're more technical. Yes, they can speed it up. Really good teams can, with the technique, the level of passing, like the Barcelona, like Real Madrid, like Atletico Madrid, they can speed up the play through their passing styles. They can do that, right? So Zirkzee, people, was dribbling a lot more. He could dribble. He will have more time in Serie A than he's going to have in here. Now, people go, he's a dribbler, right? And I can understand why people think, oh, he can dribble really good, right? If he gets used to the physicality of the Premier League and he understands and he learns, because he's only 23, he's still learning the game. He's still improving the game, right? He's still got years left to really improve, right? He's got a ceiling to get better with good coaching. For me, same thing with Kobe, same thing with Garnacho, same thing with Rasmus Højlund, same thing with Ahmad. All these players have a ceiling, right? Same thing with Ugarte, right? Same thing with Lenny Yoro, right? They've all got a ceiling to get better. They all have a ceiling to get better, right? So, it just needs the developmental coaching. They need this football club to effing sort itself out, hire effing coaches, right, that can help develop the individual abilities of these footballers. So that we saw with what the perfect example is Jurgen Klopp, what he did at Liverpool. At Liverpool, he absolutely rinsed every ounce of thing. And guess who used to do it, people? Ferguson needs to do that. Ferguson would get an average player, improve them so much, and get every bit of blood and sweat and tears from them. And since Fergie left this football club, I have not seen any player that has been improved developmentally. I swear to you. I have not seen one player in the last 12, 13 years at this football club that has improved, has a developmental improvement. I've not seen one. And people go, Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot was playing well. And sometimes his form is like that. At some 20 games, he'll play really good standard. 15 games, he'll play like that. So, people, please understand the points that I'm making, right? People will say Zirkzee was a really good dribbler because I saw him do it last season for Bologna. And I'm like, take it into context. Take it into the context. That's a walking league. It's a walk. It's a bit hyperbole, you might think, but it's a walking league. Players get so much time on the ball because it's a chess game. Tactically, it's a chess game. Italian football is a chess game. And he also played in a system by Morata. Morata now is the manager at Juventus, right? So Morata is a fantastic coach, and Morata got the best out of him. 17 goal at the moment, 11 goals, 5 assists in the Serie A. That is a good return. That is a good return, right? So please understand that Zirkzee is a connector. He is a connector. He is somebody who plays in the hole. He is somebody who's playing in the pockets. He's not an out-and-out striker. He's not a guy who's a striker. Ollie Watkins, for example. Ollie Watkins is a guy who plays on the shoulder of defenders. He's always looking to make that movement. No, Zirkzee is somebody who's not going on the shoulder of the centre halves, actually dropping 10, 15 yards or 20 yards or even more, 30 yards deeper, right, in the last third and holding the ball. Very good with the ball at his feet, right? I still think he has to adapt to the Premier League. Like I said, the Premier League is where nobody gets time on the ball. Nobody getting time on the ball. So you're going to have to learn how to be aware and have almost kind of like, not be tunnel visioned, but have absolute like radar, like constantly checking, like every inch, keeping hold of that ball, right? And the best players by fouls, because people will come at them, they know how to put their body in front, they'll take that foul. Zirkzee needs to do that. He still has to nail that. Every player that comes who's never played in the Premier League before has to come and do it, especially if you're playing in central areas. So, for example, right, it's easier for, to me, one of the most incredible players who looks like he doesn't need any time to adapt at all, and I wish and pray he stays fit, right, is Mazraoui. Touch wood, right, he stays fit. Mazraoui is playing right back. He knows the positions to take up, right? He knows, but he's not always playing central areas. But please understand, if you've ever played football before, central areas is where the most of the congestion is. Central areas is where you're going to meet more of the opposition players, right? So if you're playing center, if you're playing in any position in midfield, you're going to run into more people. You're not going to have that much time on the ball, especially if you're playing as a number 10, because that's what I think Zirkzee is a number 10. Zirkzee is a number 10. I'm a believer in that. I'm not going to lie to you. He's not at number 9. He's a number 10. He is a number 10. That's what Zirkzee is. Right? That is where, to me, he is. He is a number 10. So, people, understand that. He has to learn and understand you're not going to get no time in the Prem. Before you know it, defenders going to come out and charge at him from the back. And then the midfielders are going to be, the opposition midfielders and the number 6 is going to be pressing him and trying to get the ball off him. So, he has to adapt to that. Ugarte needs to adapt to that, right? We can already see the ceiling, the technical level of ability of Mazraoui, who's more playing as a right back. Yes, he's going to go into midfield as and invert in, but he's more a right back. But we saw already the technical level of Mazraoui is high. It's really, really high. Really, really high, right? And that's why he's been able to not be good on the ball. Technically, really good. One of the best secure players on the ball, Mazraoui. Big up Stratford Gamers and Breaking. Man City are ready to abandon plans to keep Old Trafford if they can build a new stadium. Okay, let's go into it. They have now realised that scaling down Old Trafford to capacity around 30,000 host academy women's fixtures is too complex, unlikely to work. Nah, that's no good, man. Big up Chris Wheeler. So they're going to have to build another stadium then. They're going to have to build 2 stadiums then. That's what we're going to have to do. Because they can't have our youth team and can't have our women's team playing in Lee Sports Village. You can't do it. So anyway, people, Zirkzee, I'm being on to Zirkzee. Right? Zirkzee actually likes to invite certain pressure, right? He does a lot of body feints to unbalance defenders. He's, you know, he's very good at those things. He likes to draw, like beat a player, drop a shoulder. That's what he does. Yeah, he's quite unpredictable. He can be quite unpredictable. And he, you know, one of the best things about him, he's very good at running into the box from the deeper areas. That's what he's good at, running in deeper from the deeper areas once the ball goes out wide. Now, sometimes you will see him make that run in between the two centre halves because he's not a guy, and that's the biggest thing as well about him, the cleverness, right? So his football intelligence, his IQ's quite good because he doesn't go up against all the time the centre halves. Sometimes he goes into the area in between centre halves because, you know, the centre halves, they love a guy that they can pin. Like if you go play against them, they love a guy. What centre halves really hate is players who play in the pockets. That's what they hate. That's what they hate. That's what they hate, people. So please understand before you misprofile him. That's what I was hearing coming out the stadium last night. Oh, Zirkzee, it's not a finish. It's not a striker. You know what I mean? We need a striker. Maybe we bought the wrong guy. And people are moaning about him. I'm like, no, he's more of a number 10. He's more of a playmaker than he is of a out and out number 9 striker who's going to play on the shoulder. He's not a Tony. He's not Ollie Watkins. He is exactly what Bobby Firmino was. He's that type. He's not as good as I wish. If he gets to the levels of Bobby Firmino, oh my God, people, we've got a player on our hands. If he was to reach the heights as Bobby Firmino, to me, Bobby Firmino is the player that I rated the most out of Liverpool players. At the bump of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, Bobby Firmino was the guy that was like, wow, this guy's incredible. This guy's incredible. So for me, people, please understand. Zirkzee is not he's never going to run on the shoulder of a defenders. He's not going to be a tapping merchant. He might run into the box and tap the ball in, but it's not like a poacher. He's not. He's the guy who secures the balls. You know what also reminds me of? Mark Hughes was incredible at this, people. Let me just say this. Mark Hughes was one of the best young players to ever come through Manchester United's ranks, youth team, into the first team and actually stay there. No other player has sustained, other than maybe Rashford now, but Mark Hughes, right? Mark Hughes was a scorer of spectacular goals. You can go and type into YouTube Mark Hughes goals, yeah? He'll score in tap-ins, he'll score goals, but Mark Hughes held the ball up and brought players into the game. That's what he's made. Towards the end of his career, the older he got, the more he was just made of a hold-up guy. He wasn't as prolific. He wasn't as prolific in front of goal as he was when he was younger. But Mark Hughes was actually more of a striker because he used to head the ball. But Zirkzee gives me that vibe. And the biggest thing about him, he needs to get used to the physicality of the Premier League. He needs to get used to that. In the Premier League, you're not going to get that much time on the ball. Big on Nurin. Guinness is back gassing up the car boot cups in Europa. We've been here before with Jose LVG Oli. We need a structured football coaching taxi. Free the oppressed, inshallah. Big up Gerard Slipped. I love that name. I love it. I absolutely love the banter. Gerard Slipped. Big up Gerard Slipped, man. Big up Gerard Slipped. Most successful era on the club, more than 7 or 8 years, and a lot that won 1 league, 1 Champions League, and Tolo Caracol. To be fair, if Man City were not here, Liverpool would have won how many league titles? Let's just say Manchester were not cooking the books, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. As a United fan, we like to banter Liverpool like Gerard Slipped does, right? But if Manchester City, right, who now we know has cooked the books, right, doing financial doping, right? If they were not here, how many league titles would Man City have won? Actually, we would have won 2. If City were there with Oli and with Jose, we would have won 2 as well. So, because we finished twice in the last 6-7 years. So, at the end of the day, people, it is what it is. So, please, when you hear people talking about Joshua Zirkzee, please remind them he's not an out-and-out striker. he's more akin to Bobby Firmino. And what do Liverpool say about Bobby Firmino? They will always say, oh, we need an out-and-out striker. Bobby Firmino was incredible in the system that Liverpool played because Salah and Mane scored the goals. And Bobby Firmino facilitated that. He literally facilitated that, right? He facilitated that. Yeah, man. Big up. Yeah, I'm there. Inshallah. Inshallah, I'm there. Big up, Gerard Sims. Nuruddin, join Saeed for the Palace watch along on Saturday. That's a real test. No. Exactly. That's the real test because we got smashed 4-0 there last season. You know, if Manchester United go to Palace on Saturday and smash them 4-0, my ears will peak up, man. My radar will go up and go, whoa, this is the shit. Yeah, Marquis was the Voller King. Big up Elite Baller. Make sure, people, you go and watch Elite Baller as well. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Make sure you like his videos. And make sure you support the community, man. Because my guy's always there in everybody's chat supporting people. So the least that you can do as a community is support his channel as well. Big up, Matty. Matty's alien. Supporting a sports team, really? I don't know what that is about. That's they're having a little debate. But yeah, hopefully we'll be there on Saturday doing a watch along with Saeed. Hopefully you guys can join us. And me and Saeed will be back tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night. He'll probably turn out to be a good player, but the first touch control has been shite, wasted opportunities. You can't lie. Who are you talking about? Zirkzee. DJ Superfly, you're talking about Zirkzee. I don't know who you're talking about there, Superfly. I genuinely don't know who you're talking about there. But big up to you. If you're talking about Zirkzee, I thought his touches were really good. How many likes have we got? 100? Have we got 130 likes, 140 likes on the video? What are we doing, people? Right, let's get to 130 likes, please. Let's get to 130 likes, people. Let's get to 130 likes. And big up Elite Baller. Listen to what he's telling you. Let's get to 130 likes, people, before we leave. Yeah, Zirkzee, you think these touches were bad? Wow. Different people see it differently. I thought some of his touches were really good. I think he's definitely needs to get up to speed. 100%, I agree with you that he needs to get up to speed in terms of that not getting a chance in the Premier League. But I think his first touch is one of his attributes, and we saw it in the first game. We saw it in the Southampton game, especially in the second half. We saw a lot of that. Facts, the games like Villa, Palace, that ain't gonna judge ball fraud. Wins against will like Southampton, Barnes should never be given a routine wheel for football club like Manchester United. 100%. Big up Lilas. I just want to even say, even though it's Barnsley, I feel the team played better without Mr. Don't Know How to Press Bruno Fernandes. I feel with him we can't progress or even have evolution again. Listen, he's here to stay, man. He's here to stay. He's here to stay, man. My guy is here to stay. He's club captain. I won't have him as a captain. I think Bruno, for me, if Bruno's staying in a team, this is what I would do with Bruno Fernandes. I would specifically coach him how to be in the positions. And if he doesn't, I'll be substituting him. Captain or no fucking captain. First, I won't have him as a captain, first of all. Number one. Number two, I would say, Bruno, yes, you can play in this team. And I don't want to, if I see you in any of these different kind of positions without a good reason, right? You running all over the show, you doing this headless chicken one-man runs, what I'm going to do is take you off the pitch. Forget finding you, right? Forget finding you, right? Neil Warnock's got a funny story. Neil Warnock. I don't know if you know Rabat. Was he called Rabat? Remember the player that used to play for QPR? Rabat, he was one of the most skillful players here. But London, but I think he's North African heritage. Rabat, he was an amazing footballer, right? And he said, right, QPR, I think it might have been for QPR when Neil Warnock was the manager. And what he would say to them is say to his defenders and midfield, pass the ball to him in our own half. If you pass the ball to him in our own half, I'm gonna take some of your wages. He told the defenders and the midfield players and the fullback, if you pass the ball to Rabat, I'm gonna find you. Give him the ball up the pitch, right? That's the Adil Tarat. That's it. Sorry, Adil Tarat. Big up Retro 77. Retro, bro. I've not seen you for ages. Where have you been? Where have you been, Retro? Where have you been, bro? Big up to you. Where have you been? Not seen you for ages. Big up. So this is what Neil Warnock said to his defenders and midfielders. Never give Adil Tarat the ball in his own half. He wanted him up the pitch and he wanted him to do the damage in the last third. So Bruno Fernandes, for me personally, I will tell him, if he's playing in midfield, I just want him to be near the halfway line, right? Playing with next to the other midfielders, using those, those legs to get about, trying to tackle, try to win the ball. Bruno, when have you ever seen Bruno tackle and actually win the ball back, with this one chicken? These headless chicken runs onto the ball. When do you ever see that? I never see that. I'm not seeing him do that. So I'm going to ask you the question, people. Bruno only plays for me. I'll answer the question. Bruno only would ever play for me as a coach. I give him specific zones to be on the pitch. Specific zones. If he's not doing what I'm telling him to do, get off that football pitch. He has to be a reasonable reason why he's gone there. So, for example, if he finds himself a left back or right back, it's because, our right back and left back was somewhere in the position and he's covering him. Yeah, I'll be like, that's a great teamwork. Yeah, to cover the defenders or the fullbacks when they're out of position. I'm never going to have a go at that. I'm asking him, I don't need you to be the trigger for the press. I want you to be the third or the fourth guy, and I'm going to teach him how to press, right? I'm going to teach him how to press. Now, this is what Bruno does. Opposition defenders on the ball, Bruno just runs like a headless chicken like that. He runs to him like that, right? Runs to him like that, square. And all you do is, as a defender, just drop the shoulder, boom, he's gone, you took him out. You can go and do whatever with the ball. I will teach Bruno to press, not a long distance like that, shorter, more angled. Press sideways, shorter distances. So I would do that as a coach. If I was the coach, I would take him to the football pitch and show him how you press diagonally, like the angles. You don't press square. You press with your feet apart, like in karate. Have you ever done karate? Any of you's ever done karate or anything boxing? You don't stand square. You don't stand like this because you've got no balance. You need the back foot for balance. You need to stand in a stance like that, right? You press sideways. Marcus Rashford is the same. Marcus Rashford runs to people. No. Stop this. Run shorter sprints, right? And more intelligent. And at times with a player with a ball, if you're closer to them, right, your intention, right, and I understand that. Most footballers have really lots of instructions in modern football. So in modern football, as a forward, you're tasked with cutting out the passing lanes and pressing when the right time, right? So understanding when you're cutting out the passing lanes, right? Cutting out the passing lanes, right, like this, you don't need to press sometimes. You just have to cut out the passing lanes so that their midfield players will have to go drop deeper to collect the ball from the defenders, right? This is how it is. This is how it is, people, right? So this is what we have to understand. I would teach him, this is the time as a team, 4 or 5, Rashford, Zirkzee, Bruno, Ahmad, Garnacho, whoever's on the pitch, this is how you press. The midfield then backs you up. Then our back 4 will back you up from another 2 centre-halves. I'm hoping that the 2 right-backs will already be there, be part of the press. But the 2 centre-halves, and we squeeze the pitch, right? You press as a team. You don't do it as the headless chicken. You don't do it as a headless chicken. Yeah, maybe, Lilas, right? Why Bruno's calm with the ball possession in Portugal? It's the system. It's the system, yeah. Because this manager is not asking him what to do. Instead, he lets him go on the pitch and he does what he wants at Manchester United. That's the biggest difference. On the Ollie, he did what he wanted. On the Ten Hag, he's doing what he wants. Yeah. That's what he does. That's what Bruno does. So he will only ever play in my team as a coach, as a manager, if you know the position, if we've done the work on the training ground. And that's the thing about it, is that it's your responsibility as a coach to do the work with each and individual player so that they all know their jobs. So when they walk in that pitch, as a manager, as a coach, you know on off the ball what your players are supposed to be doing. The best coaches know that. The best coaches know that. The best coaches in world football. That's what separates the best from the rest, people. What separates the best from the rest is that the teams that are prepared are well coached. The coaches know who is, and who's not. Who is, what they're doing off the ball individually, what they're doing on the ball. There it is, people. I rest my case. So, to you, just to summarize, I know people who want to get giddy and excited about I can't stop it. I'm not raining in your parade. I'm just putting the context into you, saying that if Manchester United score more than 3 goals, I'll be on here. I'll be on a match reaction with Saeed, and I'll be like, fantastic Manchester United. And I'll be raving about them. But I'm not going to do that against the bloody Barnsley team. I'm not. If they do it against Villa, if they do it against Spurs, if they do it against Liverpool away, if they do it against Man City, if they do it against Arsenal, if they do that, then I'll be raving. I will be raving and be telling Ten Hag what an amazing Ten Hag is. Wow, how Ten Hag, I'll be celebrating the fact that Ten Hag has learned from every mistake he's made at Manchester United, and now Manchester United are going to have a fantastic season. I only comment on what I see, people. Here's the major problem, people. You can have all the talent in the world, but the speed of thought can't be taught. Now, 100%. But though, you can coach. You can coach how to be. You can coach positionally. That's the difference. You can coach positionally. We saw Sterling, at Man City. Let's pick up Sterling, Sterling at Manchester City, right, played in a system, and Pep Guardiola gave him the blueprint of where he expects Sterling to be on the football pitch, right? When he was at Liverpool, Sterling was just playing off the cuff, playing with a lot of instincts. At Manchester City, the amount of goals he scored, the amount of goals that he set up, he was in a system at Manchester City that got the best out of him because Pep Guardiola, on and off the ball, coached, developed the game in that system of Sterling. Sterling then left to go to Chelsea. Sterling went back to old Sterling, playing on instinct. And Arsenal now, you might see him playing more because Arteta was there when he was a coach. And we'll see if Arteta can get the best out of him. Yeah, big up. Oh, I rate him. I rate Simone Inzaghi, yeah. I rate him. If we don't get Inzaghi, man, my guy nullified that City press. Soul defending, still haven't won 40% possession. Wow. I need to watch the highlights of that game. But anyway, people, big up. Don't defend Bruno. He lacks positional discipline. Don't try to tell me otherwise. We've got 4 years of evidence to prove it. 120%. Big up, Jarvis. I appreciate you, Jarvis. I hope you're good. Hopefully, Jarvis, let me know tomorrow night. Me, you, Saeed, hopefully Tom, going to do a preview. Maybe I'll get Bombay on as well. At 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Let me know if you can make it. Love. People, can we get to 130 likes? Can we get to 130 likes? Let's see if we can get to 130 likes. Let's see how many likes we're on. Jarvis summed it up for you there, people. He lacks positional discipline. I don't think Bruno's a bad player. He's not the worst player. But with him being allowed to do what he's allowed to do, right? He's disciplined. And then what that does, it creates chaos in the football club, in the football. And if you're on the football pitch with somebody who's supposed to be the captain and lacks the basic positionally, it's basic. It's basic things. R.I.P. Scalini. Toto Scalini, Italian. Oh, Toto Scalini. What happened to him? R.I.P. May he rest in peace. God rest his soul. Is that Scalacci? Oh, Scalacci. He's passed away. Scalacci's passed away. Scalacci's passed away. Has he passed away? That is, wow, that's unfortunate, man. Oh, Scalacci was amazing. Do you know that, Alien, that he's got a twin? Toto Scalacci. If that's the striker that we're talking about, if that's the striker you're talking about, he has got a twin brother, man. Really sorry to his family, man, and his twin brother. Yeah, if it's the striker that was banging in the goals for Italy, yeah, he's a brilliant. Yeah, may he rest in eternal peace. And our thoughts go back to his family and his brother, specifically his brother. Yeah, yeah, big up, big up. Yeah, man, big up. Yeah, big up. Yeah, I remember he scored fantastic goals. He was a good, decent striker, but that World Cup, Scalacci, him celebrating those goals when, you know, I think Italy went to the semi-final, if I'm not mistaken, got beaten by Argentina. Yeah, but big up to everybody. Love and light. Love and respect to you all. Yeah, I just wanted to get that across. Bigger test ahead, starting with Palace on Saturday, 5:30. Tomorrow night will be live, people. Make sure you put that in your diary. 10 o'clock with Saeed and Jarvis, hopefully, and Tom. We'll be live for the real Raw Red Pod. That's what will be live tomorrow, people. Tomorrow night. Join us then. We'll be previewing the Palace game. We might even get my brother from Eagle Eye Football. We might even get him. We might get Eagle Eye Football. Yeah. Big up. Love and light, people. We say win, lose, or draw. I think we're getting closer to World War III. I'm not going to lie to you, people. I swear to God, what the Israeli government is doing, what the Israeli terrorists, you know, they call themselves soldiers, but what the Israeli terrorist state is doing to the Middle East. Stand with the total solidarity with the Palestinians, with the Lebanese people. We stand in total solidarity with everybody surviving Zionism. Zionism to me is fascism, it's imperialism, it's colonization. So we stand in total solidarity, right? Anywhere in the world where people are opposing all three. So free Palestine, free the Congo, free Sudan, you know, free Ogaden, free Tigray, free everywhere where the people are, right? Big up to all of you. Please, those of you who are watching the show later, let me know. Let me know, because I'll be on the giddy train. If Manchester United get 3 goals past Villa, 3 goals past Crystal Palace, 3 goals past against Spurs, I'll be on that giddy train. Trust me. And this is Mr. Giddy Watch you're talking to, right? If you do that, I will do that. Put the Barnsley game into context. When I played against teams who were low bottle of team, when I played Saturday, so I never got any confidence from that. When we beat teams above us, teams that were challenging for the league, loads of confidence. Loads of confidence. Yeah, man, big up Elite Baller. Big up. Make sure you go and check his channel out as well, people. Make sure you go and check his channel out. Make sure you follow Jarvis on Twitter as well. And make sure you check out Peter's channel as well. Alien Devils TV, you know, Alien Devils, Red Devils on YouTube. Make sure you check his channel out as well. Alien Devils, I need the invite for that channel. Big up. Yeah, man, he is. Of course he is. He is. Nora, what if we don't win but put a performance? Nora, what if we don't win but the performance are good versus bad? Then I'll say it. I will say it. You know me. If it's a good performance, I'll come and defend Eric Ten Hag and I'll defend the players. I will be on here. For me, good performance and a good way of playing is one of those. So yeah, go and check out his channel, Elite Baller. There's the channel, people. Please click on it and go and check it out. It's sad day as we lost Salvador Scalacci at 50. Yeah, Scalacci at 59. I remember him from 1990 World Cup. He wasn't even meant to play. Yeah, 100%. With Gianluca Vialli being the main man. Yeah, he won the Golden Boot. Yeah. Do you know that, Jarvis? He's got a twin brother. And our hearts and minds go to him and his brothers and his rest of his family. Love to him. Now, 100%. Honestly, I think we're on the precipice of World War III. I'm not going to lie to you. No, you do politics. No, hopefully I would love to. I would love to, people. But big up to you. I might do maybe a podcast. We might do a monthly podcast, geopolitical podcast. We might do that. But love and light, people. Take care. Look after each other. Look after yourself. I'm going to go and watch the Champions League highlights. Peace, love, light, win, lose or draw. Glazers out. Jim the Rat. Unless you buy them out, you're a rat for me. That name stays unless you buy the Glazers out. Free Palestine. Free the Congo. Free Sudan. Free all the places, man. And as we say that, my cat is about. Scolesy just walked in. He wants some treats. Big up to everybody. Love and light. Good night.